That down. Doc warns of airborne Ebola in the New York Times. So it's true when they say it, but when we say it a month ago, then it's attacked nationwide, even though we're linking to the exact same statements. Another story up on Drudge, Mad Science, genetically modified microhumans to be framed or to be farmed for drug testing by 2017. Folks, that's already going on where they grow the little embryos, but then add some animal DNA to it, so they claim it's not a human and doesn't have rights. Mad Science, genetically modified microhumans to be farmed for drug testing by 2017. So we're going to look at this article and then go to our guest, Syrian girl, reporting from Australia on her inside scoop. She's been joining us for over a year on what's really happening in Syria and Obama's statements. But before we go any further and finish up with this article, virologist, it's too late. Ebola will kill 5 million people. Expert says virus will infect the entire population of African countries. And the London Telegraph is saying their models, British models, show millions will be infected. A top German virologist has caused shockwaves by asserting that it's too late to halt the spread of Ebola in Sierra Leone and Liberia, and that 5 million people will die, noting that efforts should now be focused on stopping the transmission of the virus to other countries. Jonas Schmidt of the Bernhard Institute for Tropical Medicine in Hamburg, one of the most prestigious in the world, told Germany's Deutsche Welle, that's one of their top publications, that hope is all but lost for the inhabitants of Sierra Leone. Well, yeah, their leader said they're preparing to collapse, and that'll kill a lot of people in and of itself. And Liberia, and that the virus will only burn itself out when it has infected the entire population and killed 5 million people, close quote. The right time to get this epidemic under control in these countries has been missed, said Schmidt. The time was in May and June. Now it's too late. I would expect to have the Washington Post, New York Times come out and say that we made all this up and we're not linking to the main German publications. But this is being said. I was hoping it was hype a few months ago. I said that on August 4th when Paul Watson wrote the article about virologists worried it's gone airborne. And we said, hey, we hope this is, gets contained. But it was already 10 times what any previous Ebola outbreak had been. Something happened, folks. We went and investigated. There it was in the medical literature that they believe it was going airborne. It's starting to walk. It was crawling, then walking. If it starts running, they're saying there's 200 mutations of it now. Before, there was only a few dozen mutations. It's going crazy. It's been manipulated clearly. It may mutate and burn itself out. I don't know. I'm not a virologist, but I do the research. We've been proven right yet again. What am I doing? I'm getting my guts cleaned out, taking oxy powder from InfoWarsLife.com. I'm taking nascent iodine X2 to clear out my bloodstream. I am taking colloidal silver, but not just for the Ebola, even though they brought Ebola patients now, a fourth one to Atlanta. I'm doing this because there's a bunch of weird airborne stuff killing people in hospitals all over the country, including 3 members of my family. There's all sorts of flesh-eating bacteria now. This stuff's all coming at once, where the mutations and the toxic genetic manipulation, all of it is starting to come to a new flashpoint. And we see times in history where you won't just get Black Plague popping up, you'll get something else popping up at the same time. I got scared this year when my uncle, my great-uncle, and my cousin all died in East Texas from the same mystery illness that the hospital doctors told us was scaring them and killing members of the staff. And everybody knows around the office, I've been doing everything I can, from working out more to drinking more water to going to sleep earlier, having my kids do it, because I'm getting ready for this winter. I'm getting ready, folks. Just like in the old times, they said, don't go outside with your shoes off, you'll catch your death or whatever. All they knew was you went out and got cold, it would lower your immune system. I mean, it's time to really try to get healthy. And yes, we sell products that aren't silver bullets, pun intended, with the silver bullet colloidal silver we have, but are obviously better across the board to boost your immune system and to try to get sunlight, try to drink purified water, InfoWarsLife.com. Now, we're going to go to Syrian Girl here in just a moment. But before we do that, I saw Weldon Henson and I saw Jakari Jackson. Weldon Henson runs the shipping department and a lot of the marketing stuff, does a great job. And, of course, Jakari's one of our great reporters and investigative journalists. But they just so happen to both be wearing what I believe is the best Second Amendment shirt ever made. The last one I had the concept for and that Cade designed, our great graphics guy, was the best at that point in my view. And a lot of people agreed it was our best seller. This one is even better. You got to go to InfoWarsStore.com to see it. It says Molon Labe with an American flag draped downwards in gray with the bronze gold 300 Spartan helmet with 250 caliber, 2 scale bullets crossed with 1776 and Infowars.com under it with a Special Forces style gray American flag on the left arm. And let's cut to Jakari Jackson and Weldon Henson, because I just haven't taken one of these home yet in 2 weeks and washed it and worn it yet. I wore a sports jacket on air, but I'm going to be wearing one of these. This, I believe, is the best Second Amendment shirt I've ever seen. Now, tastes differ. I didn't tell you guys what I was about to do. I just said I want people to see the shirts watching on television. Radio listeners go to InfoWarsStore.com and they can link through and see it there and see the back of the shirt. I don't know if it's your favorite ever. I just noticed you're both wearing them today. What do you think of this shirt, Jakari?
I really liked the last one, but this one, I think you, like I said, you stepped it up a notch. The flag in the background definitely helps. And, you know, people get it. You know, they see the image, the iconography. It's a very powerful image, a very simple image that people can get and understand. And it's a very attractive shirt. I was actually wearing this at a restaurant just a few minutes ago, and the guy came up to me and just started talking to me, you know, because he recognized the shirt. He thought it was an interesting shirt, and we had a conversation because of this. This is also a conversation piece.
It's awesome. And we're lucky that Jakari and Weldon look like Calvin Klein models. So I'm going to go take some photos for the website to promote it if you guys feel like it, because those shirts are awesome. I wish I looked that good in them. Weldon, give us your take on the shirt here. This is, again, just off the cuff. This is how we fund our operation.
This is for sure going to be the best one we've ever had. We just got this in the store last week. We designed it. Took a little longer than the other ones. We knew you liked the 50 cal. That's one of your favorite guns, Alex, so we put the 50 cal bullets on it. And we're excited to put this one out. I think everyone's going to really like it. So,
well, by concept, I'm like, I want an American flag on the arm, and I want some bullets crossed under it with it looking face forward. And then Cade really designed it. He is so good.
I think this one really has kind of a Special Forces feel to it. It's going to be a great one, part of our Made in 1776 product line. This is made in America. The shirt's made in America. All the graphics were printed right here in America. So support the InfoWar.
That's another good point. And we also hire veterans. You're an Air Force veteran.
That's right.
Yourself, we got Joe Biggs. I always hear the media saying how horrible veterans are to hire, and people are scared. My best crew are veterans. I just don't understand it.
Yeah, we got a few of us here.
We need to get some more. Of course, Jakari is a veteran of the InfoWar, getting shot at with Biggs and all that up in Ferguson. Well, again, what's the name of the shirt? It's the Molon Labe 50 cal?
I call this the 50 cal shirt. Yeah, we're calling it the 50 cal tee.
Jakari, anything else? Sorry to drag you in here.
Oh, no, it's great. Like, we were actually about to go do a photo shoot because the guys recognize it's a good shirt. And everybody.
I didn't even realize that. See, okay, now I'm...
Yeah.
I wonder you're both walking around in it.
That wasn't planned. That just really happened because I was over here near this radio studio, and Alex saw me with the shirt on. He said, hey, come in here and show off the new shirt, the new hat. We got all the gear. We have the belt buckles, all this at InfoWarsShop.com. And
that's how we fund the InfoWar, not taking tax money like Rachel Maddow.
You know, people need to keep checking back. We've got a lot more American-made products coming in. Molon Labe hats. We got the beanies that just went up. Of course, Jakari's got one.
Yeah, we sold out of the Molon Labe brass, but we didn't fully print the whole number we were. We printed 250 instead of 500 of the brass one. So we have another 250 coming, and then they're gone.
Yeah, that's what we did. Those just came in. The last 250 of the brass Molon Labe buckles. You know, we kind of overwhelmed the manufacturer because they do make them handmade here in America.
Veteran-owned.
And they are veteran-owned, yes. And actually, people need to, you know, keep checking back because we got a lot more stuff coming up before the holidays.
That's right. I mean, we are just working as hard as we can to have everything made in America. We're working, and we're not perfect. Like the dash cams are made in China, but that's why they're so inexpensive and work so well. We have the lowest price on the dash cam, and it's private labeled to InfoWars. Lowest price you'll find, lower than Amazon.
Absolutely.
So there is stuff from China, but we're putting our money where our mouth is. We're moving towards American-made. And, I mean, a normal American-made golf shirt would be $60 to $80. We have it for $40. It costs us like $25 a piece.
It's absolutely true.
We could buy the same golf shirt from China for $5.
When we started moving most of our products over to American-made, we definitely saw a price increase. So we're hoping to change that. You know, we need to support more American-made manufacturers. And
that'll drive down the price once it moves back here.
Absolutely.
Well, it's all the regulations and red tape. You can't compete.
That's right.
It's done by design. So we do have shirts from Mexico and Honduras and stuff that are half the price. If you make the choice to get them, then you spread the word that way.
But we do offer American-made ones now, and more to come.
Absolutely. Gentlemen, thank you so much. Great job.
Thank you.
Hey, real quick, Jakari and Weldon, what do you make of like top virologists saying 5 million will die now in Africa? I mean, this is crazy.
Well, you know, when we first started talking about this, months ago, is scare tactics, fear mongering, and all this. But we were just looking at the tail of the tape. We were looking at what these top experts were saying, the people who study this, the people who live this information day in and day out. And like you said, we research it, but we talk to the people who live it, and they say, this is definitely a concern. People coming in, like you said, the people going into Atlanta, other places as well. And people want to find out, what's going on. At least I want to find out what's going on, because I don't want to get caught with, my pants down, so to speak. We have this big epidemic, and now it's like, oh, oops, sorry. We start bringing people in. You didn't know about it, and now it's here.
I think the key is for everyone to stay informed and be prepared. And, there's a lot of things you can do. We need, people need to focus on that kind of stuff, being prepared and educated on
Exactly. We're not fear-mongering. We're cutting edge, raising the alarm like Paul Revere.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's like when we went out to Ferguson, like, oh, you guys are fear